Radio DePaul is Chicago's College Connection.
All right. My name is Zay. I am a songwriter, singer, but my main focus is in management development. And I recently just put out a single to everybody just to show kind of what I do beyond just writing behind scenes and doing management development, just to share with everybody what I do. So dropped a new single, or my first single, called You Said, and everyone can check it out. It's free to download, free to check out at IamFutureMusic.com.
Man, so how did I know you said you focusing on artist management right now, but how did the song You Said come about?
You Said came about because I have a few great people in my corner, even including the artist that I manage, who was actually on here last week, Malik. Shout out to Malik. I have people in my corner like Malik and people like my partner Jay Will, who's one of my writing partners, and some other people like Nas, who actually produced the track, that was just behind me saying, you should try this, you should do it yourself. You have a voice, you can write your behind off, so why don't you show people kind of what you do from behind the scenes and share with them in the front of everything. So I got in the studio with Nas, and he started playing with the keys a little bit, and as he started playing, he played like this one key, and I was like, yeah, keep that going, and I started singing something, and he kept going, and we finished the hook like in the same night, and then I came back the next day, and we wrote the verses and recorded it, and it was done. By Sunday, I did a photo shoot, and by that next week, we released it.
Wow. So, man, in addition to, like you said, you had your partner Jay Will and your team behind you, you actually have a crew called the Writer's Block.
Yeah.
So,
yep. Writer's Block, it consists of a few very talented individuals. It started back in like 2002. And it started out with myself, my cousin, and one of my best friends, who is now a very successful vocal arranger and producer. And we all branched off and did our own separate things. And then I branched off myself and got into modeling and acting and put the songwriting to the side. But Writer's Block came back around about two and a half years ago, and we was going strong, doing a lot of writing, doing some heavy writing with a lot of major producers and some up-and-coming producers. So I've worked with my partner Jay Will. He's a partner that's in Writer's Block, and then there's other people that are individuals that are a part of Writer's Block, which is like Jean Pierre. He's over in France, and Tara, who used to be a part of Writer's Block. But we've all branched off and started doing our own thing. But we all come together whenever we can and work on new stuff.
Definitely, man. So from there, how did you get into managing artists and working with Malik?
Well, with management, I actually started out many years ago actually in management. I was managing a group, and the group actually caught the interest of Jazz from Drew Hill, and Jazz actually signed them to his independent label. And I was really big into focusing on managing them at that time and developing them. And I was fresh at doing it. I was learning it from the start. And then, like I said, I put it off to the side because the deal kind of fell through, because with most artists that are in groups or, have their own situation, it's hard for them to focus on other acts that they have signed. So it kind of fell through. The group broke up, and I went on to manage other acts. But I got into modeling and acting, and then I ended up going back into music. So I met Malik actually about a year or so ago, and I actually met him to come in and work with him as a writer and to see what I could contribute to his project. And as I was working with him, and he was learning about what I've done, and he saw kind of what I'm capable of doing, he was like, yo, you need to just come on my team. So I started out doing A&R with him and developing him as an artist and overseeing his project. And then his other two partners, who are actually my partners as well now, they were like, you just need to come on board as management because you have the skills and you have the expertise and the history. So you're in the same city as Malik, so let's make it happen. So it's been history ever since.
Wow. So is going from, like you have said before, when you were working with Writer's Block, writing joints, to being more in the, is it different going from writing joints to being more on the business end and A&R and the whole project as opposed to writing individual joints for artists?
Yeah, it's a big difference. I mean, when you're writing, I think that I enjoy both as much as the other, because with the writing, sometimes I enjoy writing a lot more because you really get to allow yourself to become involved in the creative process of things. But even with management, I'm involved with the creative process of things because I'm working directly with like Malik and deciding what his package is going to look like and what the track list is going to look like. And but it's definitely it gives you the opportunity with being a writer to work with him on the management aspect of things and understand that you can understand him as an artist and you can understand him as a creative person that's writing and producing his own songs, and you can contribute to that and say, well, maybe you should change up this melody, or these words are a little too mature. We need to go this direction, because you can give that feedback, and him as an artist, he can respect that because he knows that you have the experience to write.
Man, that's real. That's definitely real. So moving on from that, you got Malik Project pretty much under wraps. So what's new for you? What's next for you?
Next for me, the same people that are supporting this You Said single, and that are supporting Malik and supporting some other things that I'm connected with. They have been inspiring me to like go full out and put a whole mixtape out there or an EP. And actually Malik named it. It's going to be called From A to Z. And we're going to probably put it out sometime next year. My focus right now, even though I may drop another single in the next couple of months, if not sooner, my focus is Malik. So once things settle down with him and we have his album out there and it's being promoted, then I'll focus more on just getting back in the studio and finishing From A to Z. But definitely everybody can look out for big things to come from that, and look out for that album from Malik, because we put in some work on that, and I probably co-wrote at least like 3 of the songs, and 2 of them are singles now, so and the videos that's out there, so they can definitely look out for bigger things coming from him. So anything with him is definitely connected with me.
So speaking of his album, I know we asked before, do you all have anticipated date, like when the fans can start looking for it?
Yeah, our hope is to have it out before the end of the year. We had first wanted to have it out before the end of the summer, but with music now, music is a lot different than it was 10 years ago. So just building a buzz, and even though his buzz is definitely there, it's like we want it to be even bigger. So we're hoping to have Night Before Dawn be out before the end of the year. We definitely will be going back and shooting at least 2 more videos within the next month. So the fans can definitely look out for a new single from him and a new video within the next 30, 45 days.
Man, that's what's up. And how can people get in touch with him, check out his music, all that great stuff?
They can go to www.malikismusic.com. They can go to his YouTube page, which is youtube.com/malikismusic. And those are basically the biggest places that we want them to visit. Facebook.com/malikismusic.
Okay, keeping it consistent.
Yeah, we gotta build that brand, so we definitely keep it connected everywhere.
Definitely. Well, here's what's up, man. I know you got a lot going on. We not gonna hold you. Definitely appreciate you calling in. We got one last question, traditional wild ones, real lighthearted, not even music related. So here's how it go. If you were trapped on a deserted island, what would be 5 things you have to bring with you and why? And people count as items.
Hold up, 5 things that I have to bring with me, and what'd you say?
And people count as items.
And people count as items. Okay. I've actually had this question thrown at me, so I'm going to be smart with this. I'm going to say 5 items. Number 1 would definitely be a boat.
Okay.
or a raft of some sort, so that I can get my behind off the island.
Okay.
What else would I bring? My mother. My mother is definitely someone that would be with me because she's a survivor. You know, she'll figure out whatever she needs to figure out to make it happen. So a boat, my mom, okay. Most friends would probably be like, oh, he'll bring some protein bars because I love to work out and take care of myself and be healthy. So some type of fruit, dry fruit or something so I can survive for a couple of days. So that's 3. A pen and paper because I know that stuck on an island, I'm going to write some hits. And the last thing, I would say my faith and God, you know, that's all I need. As long as I got that and I got those other 4 things, I'm good.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. Stay motivated so you can write them hits. Once you write them hits, you and your moms hop off the island, y'all good to go. Bring
that's
them
right.
hits to the world. Well, here's
my plan is to put her up in that house that she wants so that she don't ever have to work no more. That's what I'm doing this for, you know. It's not about the financial gains, but it's just to see the happiness across her face, you know, Malik to succeed at his goals. And I mean, that's why I do what I do. It's just to be able to give to people what I feel when I create music. Because music, it can be emotional and it could be something that can change the world. So that's what I would like music to return to. So IamFutureMusic.com. Definitely want everybody to go there and check that out because we got to change music and it starts with us. So.
Definitely. And speaking of that, go ahead and shout out your Twitter, Facebook, all that great stuff, how people get in touch with you.
Definitely. So Facebook, they can go there, but I usually don't even, I'm on there a lot, but it's a lot of family and friends, but they can check me out, Facebook.com/industry is spelled ENDUSTRY. But the best place to check me out is YouTube and Twitter. So YouTube.com/writer's block, but block is spelled BLOCC, and they can check me out on Twitter at twitter.com/IamFutureMusic, so at IamFutureMusic, and go to www.IamFutureMusic.com, grab that single, comment on it under YouTube, tell me if you like it, even if you don't like it, say, you know, stick to writing. I respect that, you know, but definitely it was all for fun. I appreciate Chicago for playing it. That makes me feel like it's being appreciated, and that hard work is paying off. So much love to y'all.
Most definitely, man. Well, speaking of it, why don't you just go ahead and go into your single? You said go ahead and give us the intro for it.
Definitely. So, Radio DePaul, I want to just give a shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. And this is my new single called You Said, from Zay, produced by Nas 550 Music Group. Check it out.
Hey, you heard it here. Radio DePaul. Stay on the line, fam. 773-325-7341.